Hey guys, I have to remember that the camera's on this side and not this side. I tend to always look away from the camera. Hello, I am coming from you from my kitchen floor and I'm just excited, guys. The other day, I looked through my YouTube. Last year, I downloaded a New Year's resolution video and I watched it all the way through. And guys, I love this. I love the diary that technology gives us. I can say a whole lot more in a shorter amount of time than writing it down. It's perfect for a busy person. And I just loved seeing where I was and where I am now. And I was planning on doing another one. So this video, I'm going to introduce some resolutions, my New Year's mindset, some goals I have, goals in just my life, and kind of what I want to bring to my social media platforms. I feel like if you're going to have a social media platform, you got to have a mission for it, a mission that makes sense and that is healthy, or you're just kind of wasting your time. So let's just dive right into this. I want to start off with, I did the Jennifer Fulwiler Word of the Year and Scene of the Year generator. So if you just look up Jennifer Fulwiler Word of the Year or Scene of the Year, it's on Google, and it just generates a word for you. I always say just like this little prayer to the Holy Spirit, like, Lord, obviously that's not the only way you can pick a word of the year or a saint of the year. I've had years where, you open up a Bible, the first word that makes the most sense. It can't be but a word that you land on that just makes sense. Keep that as your word, or a word that keeps popping up in your life. You choose that instead, or a word that you really need to work on that's challenging. So if you feel inspired by that, it's not too late to just. Sometimes they shift too. Sometimes I feel like halfway through the year another word speaks to me and I just like writing them down in random places. Sometimes I do like a cute little temporary tattoo on my wrist of the word. Sometimes I write it in a diary. Sometimes I just do art. But I love words. Words are so powerful. And my word this year is spontaneous. I was a little scared when I got that word, which is good. That means I need to work on it. But I kind of regenerated it to see, oh, well, maybe the next one I like more. The next one was quick, which is so synonymous with spontaneous. So I was like, okay, that's God telling me I need to work on being spontaneous. And I'm not really sure where in life he's asking me to be spontaneous, but spontaneous, that's there. And I'll have to talk about it later, where I might be seeing it in my life and how I'm working on it. I see that he probably wants me to practice it a lot in hospitality. I am very introverted. I don't like being with people a whole lot for long periods of time. I don't like spontaneous events. It just turns me off and I just go home. I see maybe God wanting me to be more spontaneous with other people and relationships. So that was my word, my Saint Martha, which spoke to me. Very much relate with Saint Martha, and really need to, we'll talk about her later too. Other words and things for my mindset this year, I really want to practice patience. Now that I have 2 children, 2 daughters, and I feel like I lose my patience more often, just like sleep deprivation, things that we go through in motherhood. And even in my marriage, as my marriage gets longer, you sometimes forget to be patient with your spouse, that he too or she too deserves as much patience as the next person, that they definitely need the respect and patience that sometimes you forget to give when you live with a person 24/7 and you know them so well. You feel like, oh well, I struggle with that. Presence is another thing that I need to practice in my motherhood. I get so distracted. Technology, priorities. Sometimes I'm like, well, this is really trumping this, but it really isn't. Really needing to get my priorities straight in my calendar. I feel like the women who are most peaceful are the women who can say no, keep their schedules open and peaceful and slow. And I want that because those women are present. They know what's happening in their life and they control it rather than let the schedule control them, if you know what I mean. I am very excited to make 2026 a year that I practice making my home homey, making it just a lot more cozy. As you can see behind me, I have pretty floors. We've been redoing the kitchen floors. We've been redoing the walls. I want to thrift a lot of the stuff that I want. Obviously, I'm on a budget, but I want to make it like fun and so unique. I don't want it to be just some modern living space with, oh, well, we needed this, so I just bought the next new thing. I want everything to have intention and to be intentional and pretty. I have 2 little girls now, and I just want the home that they live in and remember just be cozy, pretty, purposeful, all those things. And I'm also trying to balance it out with, it's not just me that makes their life whimsical, you know, like it is. I'm a big aspect of that, but not putting all that pressure on myself. I want to work on a master recipe book. I really want to get into this. Don't know when, but I told my husband that I want to try 1 new meal every week, which probably won't happen, but I want to try to make it happen. I love making new meals, and new meal doesn't mean it has to be expensive. A new meal can definitely be on your budget. It's just new, and I mean, the chances of it working out, I feel like, are 50-50. So you definitely have a chance that your children are gonna like it. Maybe the chance is lower for some and higher for others, but I really feel like I need to broaden my horizons with meals. And in turn, make a recipe book, because I'm a little bit sick of getting on Pinterest every time I need a recipe. I want to learn how to make a really darn good sourdough sandwich loaf. I got a new sandwich loaf pan from my mom for Christmas, and I want to make fresh sandwich loaf bread that works for sandwiches. That's not crummy, that's gonna fall apart, or when you cut it to make a sandwich and put the 2 and 2 together, it's this thick. I don't want to do that. I want to make a really good sandwich loaf. Yeah, home renos. I have so many renovation thoughts in my head. That's a little bit overwhelming. I want to finish the kitchen this year. I do definitely see the kitchen being finished as a possibility. Definitely see that. Other things I kind of want to reel it in, but I have just some painting, this might not be done this year, so I guess I'll check back in next year and see if it's done. Our living room and dining room are carpeted, and I would just love for it not to be carpeted. I don't know what the flooring underneath looks like, but I would really like it to be uncarpeted, especially since my almost 2-year-old is going to be potty trained soon, so it would be really great to have not carpet all over the house. The kitchen was even carpeted, and thank the Lord my husband and I just pulled the plug and just got it done. It's amazing. I love it so much, so much. I guess the last and final thing, because it's getting kind of long, was taking care of my body, and that's so overwhelming. I think many people can relate. I am 3 months postpartum, and my body just feels so I feel like I've been trying to take care of it as best I can under the circumstances, but I'm ready to start adding something, and that still seems very overwhelming for me. So I have decided to add a little thing each week. Let me know if you want weekly videos and weekly updates. But for example, this week, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get outside most days. So I have a stationary bike that I got for Mother's Day 2 years ago. And so I'm gonna do my stationary bike for 15 minutes. In the future, I wanna do pelvic floor exercises, other things, but right now that still feels overwhelming. I love my bike, and so I'm just gonna get on it for 15 minutes every day. Hopefully when the girls are napping and the dishes are done and everything else. But honestly, I really wanna prioritize taking care of myself, because the quote, your children only have one mom, take care of her, really, boom, mic drop. I read that, I don't know, probably before I even had my second, but just like I keep coming back to that in prayer, and when I get overwhelmed, I'm just like, you still have to take care of yourself. So that's what I'm gonna do in 2026 too, is prioritize what my body needs. It needs good food, it needs rest, it needs to just take it easy, not be anxious, and all that stuff. So let me know if you end up going online or picking a word of the year. Let me know your resolutions, your mindsets, things that you want to work on in 2026, and I'll see you later. I have future videos, future ideas, and subscribe to get those updates, and like this video for more like it. So anyways, have a great day. God bless you all.